Okay, so by now, everybody's seen these ridiculous Matthew Stafford trade rumors that have been floating around the media and the internet for the last week or so. And I'm seeing it as this is just complete media manipulation, clickbait BS. You know, the Super Bowl is over. We have a couple weeks until the combine. There is nothing to talk about. So they're just trying to take any little bits of information that they can and blow it up into something that is non-existent. It's laughable that so many people are falling for this media manipulation. And so I decided to hop on here to provide the most basic logic, common sense, and give you the results of just a tiny bit of research that I did to tell you why I am very, 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 very confident that Matthew Stafford will not be traded and will remain as the Rams quarterback. Let's get right into it. First off, and most importantly, the Rams are in win now mode. Okay. We just won the NFC West, made it all the way to the divisional round of the playoffs, and came within just 14 yards of beating the now Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and advancing to the NFC Championship game. Now, we lost that game, and I'm not making any excuses. The Eagles were the best team in the NFL this season and won the Super Bowl because of that. But I just want to point out that the Rams were the only team in the playoffs this year to give the Eagles fits, to bring the game down to the wire, have an opportunity to win that game, and make their fans nervous. The Eagles dominated everyone else they played in the playoffs except for the Rams. All of this to say that the Rams are very close to getting back to the Super Bowl again and are in a prime position to do so in the 2025 season. But we can't do that without Matthew Stafford as our quarterback. He is one of the biggest reasons why this team remains a legit contender. Yes, he's 37 years old. Yes, he doesn't have that much time left. But he has proven time and time again that he is still, even at his age, a top 7 elite level quarterback who can still get it done for us. There is no other available quarterback, whether in the draft or free agency, who could come in right now and do what Matthew Stafford does for us. And on the flip side, there is no other team that's looking for a quarterback that Matthew Stafford could go to that is a better situation than the Rams' situation to win a Super Bowl. So it is mutually beneficial for both sides to give it another go in the 2025 season. Now let's talk about all of these young superstar level players that the Rams have that are still on rookie contracts. Let's start with this ferocious young defensive line of ours, okay? Braden Fisk, Jared Verse, who just won Defensive Rookie of the Year, Kobe Turner, and Byron Young, okay? Les Snead and Sean McVay were successfully able to rebuild this unit into one of the best young groups in the league currently, immediately after Aaron Donald retired. None of these guys are eligible for contract extensions. They are still on their rookie deals, and they're only going to continue to get better. All this Rams defense needs at the moment is an upgrade at cornerback and middle linebacker. And if we address those positions in this offseason, then the Rams will have a top 10 defensive unit heading into the 2025 season. Let's keep going. Puka Nacua, top 10 wide receiver in the league currently, still under a rookie deal, not eligible for a contract extension. Same thing with young stud offensive linemen, Bo Limmer and Steve Avila. The only player out of the young Rams group that is eligible for a contract extension right now is Kyren Williams. Everyone else I just mentioned are still on their rookie deals for at least another season and cannot sign a new deal this offseason. Only Kyren Williams. So with all of these young elite level players still on rookie deals and not eligible for contract extensions yet, why not do everything possible to go all in to get another Super Bowl ring within the next year or two. And then it'll be time to pay a lot of these guys. Also, Adam Schefter, who is one of the few reliable NFL media sources out there, recently went on the Talkin' Ball with Pat Leonard show the other day and made it clear that the Rams' first priority is extending Matthew Stafford, and I completely believe him. Now let's look at Matthew Stafford's contract situation. He is currently middle of the pack in terms of QB salaries, somewhere around the 15th or 16th highest paid quarterback in the NFL. I get it. He is vastly underpaid for a QB of his level, and he is worthy of more money. If the Rams were to trade Matthew Stafford right now, the Rams would take on a dead cap hit of over $45 million and would only open up just a little more than $4 million in cap space. So if we were to trade him right now, then the Rams would have over $45 million on the books for a quarterback to play on another team. It does not make sense to trade him whatsoever. Here's what we need to remember, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the slowest times of the year in the NFL. The Super Bowl just ended. We are about 2 weeks away from the NFL Combine, and many of the media talking heads out there are just looking for something to discuss. The media oftentimes will try to take little nuggets of information, completely manipulate it, and spin it as something that it's not. Put it out there and have all of us react to it, especially in a slow time like right now. This same thing happens every single year at this time. In fact, just 2 years ago, you had media members going on the Pat McAfee show saying that the Rams were actively trying to trade Stafford to the Jets and other teams, when shortly after that, it came out that that was not true at all. And that what really happened was teams were reaching out to the Rams to inquire about Matthew Stafford, but the Rams said no. This is what I believe is exactly what is going on once again. I am very confident that what is actually going on is that teams like the Giants, Raiders, Steelers, etc., have contacted the Rams to inquire about getting Matthew Stafford, but that the Rams' number one priority right now is providing Stafford a new contract so that he can finish his career with the Rams and try to win another Super Bowl. And that is why I am not stressing about this situation. And I've seen a lot of people over the last week bring up the fact that the Anthony Davis, Luka Doncic trade happened out of nowhere, completely shocked everybody. Nobody saw it coming, and are saying that if that kind of thing could happen, then the Rams could trade Matthew Stafford right now, even though the Rams are in prime position to get back to the Super Bowl. And my response to that is that the Rams are not dumb like the Dallas Mavericks are. The Rams are a very smart, well-run organization who will not make such reckless decisions like that. But people like to use the Luka AD trade as an example of, well, anything is possible. Okay, I give the chances of Matthew Stafford being traded this offseason at a 0.0001% chance of happening. I am very, 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 very confident that within the next week or so, the Rams and Matthew Stafford will agree to terms on a new 2-year, $100 million contract with a lot of guarantees up front so that he can finish his career with the Rams and try to win another Super Bowl. It makes absolutely zero sense to trade Matthew Stafford right now due to everything I just said in this video. But let me know your thoughts on all this. And as always, go Rams.